So here I am. I led my high school, a school that had never been to the state tournament. And they said, no way Magic can lead them to the championship. And I love proving people wrong. And we started off my first year in high school. We were picked last, come in last place. We got off to a great start, 8-0. I went to a school that was supposed to win the state title. They were supposed to beat everybody. And we blew them out on their home court. And that same 15-year-old had 38 points and 19 rebounds and 18 assists. That was my first triple-double ever. And a sports writer came in and said, somebody's already called Dr. J, somebody's already called Big E, I want to call you Magic. So at 15 years old, that's when I got my nickname, Magic. Well, I led that school to the state title. We won. I had to make a big decision, where would I go to college, because everybody in America were recruiting me. I decided to stay home and go to Michigan State. Oh yeah, all right, go green, go white. They said, no way at 6'9" could I play point guard in college. And they said that again. I said, oh, thank you for saying that. I was going to prove them wrong once again. And sure enough, we had a great year my freshman year. I decided to stay in school because I was not ready mentally or physically to go to the NBA. And I came back and we went all the way to the NCAA championship, and we met that blonde-haired guy. You know who I'm talking about? His name is Larry Bird. And we played him for the national championship in college, and we ended up beating Indiana State and Larry Bird for the championship. So now in 2 years, I've won the high school championship, then the NCAA championship, and then I decided it was time to come out of school, and the Los Angeles Lakers came calling, which was great for me to play with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And long story short, we won 5 NBA championships and went to the finals 9 times in 12 years. And then after playing basketball, I had to decide, what am I going to do with the money that I've been saving up from my salary? Where was I going to invest it? When I looked up, African Americans had $1 trillion spending power. Latinos had another $1 trillion spending power right now. But there was nobody going after their disposable income. So I decided to build my business in urban America. And when I did my homework and research, I found out that minorities are the #1 group of people going to the movies, but there was no theaters in our community. So I believe in partnerships. That's really important. So Peter Gruber was one of our season ticket holders. I went to Dr. Buss. I said, give me the season ticket holders that come to the Laker games, because I want to take 20 CEOs to lunch. So I cold called 20 CEOs, and those CEOs went to lunch with me. Also, they became my mentors. And I picked their brain about, how do I start my business? What should I look out for? And they all gave me great advice. And that's when Peter Gruber was one of the guys in that meeting. And so I called him after our meeting and said, look, the growth of your business will be through urban America. You build a lot of movie theaters, but none in our community. So let's do a deal together. So we did a deal. We built Magic Johnson theaters around the country. We were very successful. Matter of fact, my first theater in Los Angeles was in the top 5 of all of Sony theaters and top 10 in the nation. My per caps was so high. Why? Because there was high demand in urban America, and we finally built it where in their community, instead of making them drive 30 or 40 minutes outside their community. And then I went up to Seattle, because I was in line one time. It was a long line at Starbucks. And I was like, why is everybody in line at this coffee house? So I had to get in line to find out what it was all about. So I got in line and ordered some coffee, and I said, man, I'm not even a coffee drinker. And I said, wow, okay, I see why everybody's in line. So, and I saw different people in line, different races of people. So I said, I'm gonna call Howard Schultz, the chairman CEO of Starbucks, and ask them to take a meeting. So Howard took a meeting. And I said, look, the growth of your business will be through urban America. And sure enough, he had 6 meetings. And on the 6th meeting, he finally said, yes, I can have Starbucks. Now, they don't do franchisees. I'm the only person in North America to ever own Starbucks outside of Starbucks. And so the headlines in the LA Times was, no way minorities are paid $3 for a cup of coffee. Yes, we are paid $3 for a cup of coffee. We quite don't know what scones are. So I had to take the scones out of my Starbucks and put in sweet potato pie, pound cake, sakatumi cake, things that resonate with the urban consumer. Now, this is what I want you to take away from that. My per cap's $4.59. His per cap's $4.51. Wait a minute. I was doing better in urban America than he was in suburban America. And then I took out the egos with my music, the egos, play in the other Starbucks. I had to take the egos out of my Starbucks, put in Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Commodores, music that resonate with the urban consumer. So what am I telling you? I know my customer. And it's important that you know your customer and that you speak to your customer every single day. And it's not enough in the marketplace today just to deliver. You gotta over-deliver to your clients and to your customer base. And that's what I do every single day, is I over-deliver to all my clients and all my customers, and then I get the retention that I'm looking for. And I market right to the urban consumer. And I'm in their face every single day. See, I don't have a general market message for them. I tailor my message right to the urban consumer. And that's why, again, my per caps are so high. And then I went from there, I said, man, Starbucks doing well. I asked Dr. Bush, could I own a piece of the Lakers? And we had a great 10-year run. Man, we were making so much money. We were winning so many championships. Then all of a sudden, Kobe got old. And I said, wait a minute. The market value of the Lakers is as high as it's gonna be, right? So it might be time to sell. So I built 125 Starbucks. I had negotiated the multiple within that contract. I sold those 125 back to Howard. Also sold the Lakers at the same time. Stand up, my man. What's your name?
Andre.
Andre, where you from?
Belgium.
All right, come on, get a picture, Andre. This way, Andre. All right, you cool?
Yeah.
Okay, having fun?
I'm having fun, yes.
Okay, cool.
I have the feeling every individual is magic, but you're a little bit more magic than the others.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. That was cool. Kelly, come on, stand on up, Kelly. Man, I'm getting all these compliments. I might not never sit down. Where you from, Kelly?
I'm from DC.
All right, get your phone and give it to her. You know, we got to get a picture, Kelly. You're going to be late. You're not ready? You ready now?
Okay. The light is bad.
So you from DC?
I am.
Okay, so what was funny, Kelly, is I got this track record of success, and through the Magic Johnson Theaters, through the Starbucks, through the Lakers, and now I'm going up to Sacramento, California, up to get money to start a fund, an equity fund. And it's really interesting because institutional capital was not ready to invest in urban America. So as I went up there, not only did these institutional capital firms turn me down, but also 10 banks turned me down as well, because they said, we don't invest in urban America. I'm like, wow. During this day and age, they're still overlooking minorities. So I went up there 5 times. They said no 5 times. The 6th time, they finally said, okay, Magic, we're going to give you $50 million. And if you over-deliver with the $50 million, you can come back up and get $100 million more. So I bought a shopping center for $22 million, only 40% occupied, made it 100% occupied, resold that center for $48 million, took the $26 million back up to Sacramento. They said, I guess you do know business. So when I talk about over-delivering, I live that every day. I'm not just telling you something. I live it every single day. So we were able to raise $300 million, my first fund, 30% return, $600 million, my second fund, and then $1 billion fund, my last fund. And we called Canyon Johnson Fund. And the great thing about it, we own great properties. You're from Washington, right? Where's that young lady? She said she was from Washington, the Washington Hilton. Anybody stayed at the Washington Hilton? Yeah, we own that property. The W in Austin, Texas, the W in Hoboken, New Jersey. Those are the type of investments that we make with that fund, and it's gone very, very well. So that's what I've been doing. Sodexo Magic is my food service business. We have contracts with Toyota, their headquarters. I feed all their employees. Disneyland and Disney World, I feed their employees, so Mickey and Minnie eat my food. If anybody's flew Delta Airlines, all their Sky Clubs, if you flew American Airlines, the Atmos Club, all the peanut soda sandwiches that come from my company across the country. That's what I do every single day. And so for me, when you think about marketing, the urban consumer trusts and follow my brand. Why? Because we've over-delivered to them. We hired them, not only hired them, but we trained them to do their job. They become my brand ambassadors, so they are marketing my business for me. And that's the great thing. When you go into urban America and you over-deliver to those people who live there, they will become your brand ambassadors and deliver the message that you want to other people who live in our community. And that's been a great thing for me. So now what I want to do is have some fun, because I got, I think, 5 people or 6 people who have mics. And you're allowed to ask me some questions. Yeah, there you go. We got a young lady in that aisle. Just raise your hand. Here's a young man right here in the front. And we can talk about anything, why the Lakers not doing well. And then before I go into that, this is the greatest moment I've had in my business career. Once I sold the Starbucks back to Howard Schultz and Starbucks, once I sold the Lakers, the Dodgers, who would ever thought the Dodgers would be up for sale? And then who would ever think that 6 billionaires would call me up and want to partner with me, a kid from the ghetto now, from the neighborhood. And so I settled on Guggenheim. It was a great, great deal. They said we were crazy that we paid $2 billion for the team, until our TV contract came out and we negotiated a deal for $9 billion. So we went from a stupid businessman to a smart businessman overnight. So let's go right quick. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Magic Pete here. Quick question for you. With all your expertise and knowledge, right, of developing communities and stuff, is there any lesson learned, like in the last couple of years, where you thought something was definitely going to work that didn't, or didn't that did?
Wow. I think in the last couple of years, no. In the last couple of years, the only thing we were concerned about was the economy when the market crashed. And what we did with Starbucks is really unique. Normally, a customer comes 4 to 5 times a week in Starbucks. And so they were going to make an adjustment. Instead of coming that many times, they say, well, we're going to cut it back to 2 or 3 times. So what we decided to do at Starbucks was that let's make sure that we keep the customers that we have, not worrying about getting new customers. And let's treat them special. So we wanted to know your name. So when you would come up, and your Peter's your name, and you come in there, we say, Peter, you want that same drink? How you doing today? And you say, yeah, I want that same Frappuccino with soy milk, blah, 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 blah. We already knew that, and it made you feel special when we acknowledged, hey, you want the same drink? Hi, Peter, how you doing this morning? On and on and on. But when the market crashed, that's what happened. We wanted to make sure we kept who we had, and then after the market came back, then we go after new customers. As far as things failing, knock on wood. I mitigate risk. I'm a risk taker, but I vet deals very, very well. And the only thing new that came up that's really doing well is a lot of big boxes, Best Buys and all these different companies called me to help them go into urban America. Because if you don't know how to go into urban America, you're gonna fail. And you need somebody like myself to help you understand the urban consumer. So it's been going good. Come on, get a picture. She's taking one. Wendy gonna take one for you. All right, don't mess that up. Okay, thank you. Yes, go ahead, I'm ready. And who's gonna go first? Are you gonna go first? Ladies first.
Yes.
Oh. Hi, Magic.
Hi, sweetheart.
I'm really nervous.
You nervous? Okay, I'm gonna come on back up there then. All right. Come on, Abel, turn around. And you shaking. Okay, what's your question?
My question is...
Bring the mic up a little bit.
Oh, okay. My question is, I've been in marketing for over 14 years.
Okay.
And the reason I wanted to go into marketing is to help small businesses market their companies.
Right.
But what's holding me back is fear. So I want to know, how did you overcome that?
Well, for me, I was up against the dumb jock thing, right? The banks turned me down because they thought I was a dumb jock. People didn't take me seriously in the beginning. They never thought I could go from the basketball court to the boardroom. But I believed in my strategy. I believed in myself. And I knew I could execute upon that business strategy. And so you got to believe in yourself, right? And if you also in your strategy. And I think that you're on when you talk about small businesses, you should do it, because small businesses do need marketing advice and expertise. And so I think you should do it. But if you don't believe in you, why would a company believe in you? So you got to come in and sell yourself and what you can do for that business. And so I already know what I can do, because I've already proven that. I got the track record of success now. You can call Sony, you can call Starbucks, all these companies you can call, and they know now that I've proven the fact that I can drive ROI. I can make them a lot of money, which they're very happy. I can also grow their brand, because Howard Schultz says that they're a better company when they did that deal with me. And so it's a wonderful thing. So believe in yourself, and you're gonna be able to win, and your strategy, okay? So just build good strategy around your business and around the people's business that you're trying to sell your company to, okay? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then last but not least, this is for everybody too. Everybody in here should take a SWOT of their business twice a year. I take a SWOT of my business and myself twice a year. Strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, right? And I make sure that just the other, last year, this is really interesting. I got the growth I was looking for. I got the sustainability that I was looking for, right? I was about to get 3 major contracts. When I did the SWOT, I looked up and said, wow, I'm gonna make a lot of money, but I can't handle the 3 deals. So my business is gonna fail. So I said, I need 3 executives to manage the new business I'm about to receive. But if I hadn't taken that SWOT, I would have took on that new business, and my business would have failed, and my brand would have went down. And so I'm so happy I did the SWOT. I hired 3 new great executives, and now we manage that deal very, very well. So, see, it's one thing to get the growth that you're looking for, but also can you manage that growth? That's what's really important. Because you have to remember, everybody in your industry talk. Uh-oh. And so if you do a great job, that's what's going to go out. If you do a bad job, that's what's going to go out. So for me, making sure that I manage those contracts very well. And I'm going to give you another secret, April. If you just break even from having those contracts, be happy with that. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Why did I say that? Because you rather keep that client and also have a good reputation than make the money, because you'll eventually make the money. I remember when I first started, I'd rather break even and over-deliver to that client so I can get the retention that I'm looking for. I want that contract for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So I made sure that I over-delivered to the clients. That's how I got Disney World. I used to only have Disneyland. I over-delivered to Disneyland, put me in the position to get Disney World, because Disney World is the biggest contract. I was like, yes. Okay, yes.
Yes.
Oh, we having fun around here. What's up, little man?
How you doing?
How you feel? How you doing, sir? Stand on up, get a picture. No, I said stand up. Oh. Okay, all right. Oh, you are standing, okay. You're trying to stretch up there. Yeah. Where you from?
France, Paris.
Paris? Yeah, that's a beautiful place, man. You having fun?
Yeah, really fun. You are really great. I love it.
Okay, cool. Give me some knuckles. Okay, that's what we do here. All right. I'm having a good time. All right, here we go.
Hey, Magic.
What's up, sir?
How you doing, Magic?
Everything
great
good.
to have you with us. I really enjoyed your talk. Was excellent.
Thank you.
Just wanted to. How did you carry your leadership skills over from the basketball court onto the corporate world? Because there's so many athletes out there that I'm actually friendly with one of your Michigan State alum, Carl Banks.
Yep.
Who's able to do it himself.
That's
but
right.
There's been very few athletes who've been able to transfer that leadership ability and the quality. What do you attribute that to?
Paul, that's a great question. Let's get a picture. Paul, thank you. Tell my boy Carl I said hello too. This is what happens for me. The same way I prepared, and I over-prepared when I was playing basketball, I prepare the same way for business because I'm big in preparation. Like before I came here this morning, the last week or so when I know I was coming, even before that we had booked it, I was studying, I got the information to understand who I was speaking to, right? I'm a very disciplined cat, right? I knew I was going on at 9:52. Well, it's a 2-hour ride from LA. I made sure I got down here at 8:15 because I'm a person who, I'm never late, right? I respect your time. And so if we got a meeting, I'm gonna be on time. That's who I am. Basketball, I brought that over, right? And the same focus and paying attention to details. I was the quarterback, I was the leader. So I had to pay attention to all the details. I had to look and see, was Kareem ready? If he came in stomping like that, I knew he was ready. But if he came in like this, I knew he wasn't ready. So then I had to score more that night. You see? So you pay attention. As a leader, you must pay attention to the people who work for you. So all of us are here. We have people who work for us. So we got to be able to lead them. When you leave here and get back to your office, they're going to be ready for you to say, okay, what do you have for me? What did you learn at the conference? I'm ready. Let's go. So I pay attention to details. And then last but not least, the same work ethic that I had as a basketball player, I've carried over to the boardroom. So I get up every morning, 4 o'clock. I'm in the gym by 5, 2 hours working out, and then I'm in the office all day. And we go until we get it done. That's who I am. So nobody's gonna outwork me. You know, it's just who I am. You know, that's what made me a great basketball player and making me a good businessman and CEO today. It's my work ethic, understanding of business. Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. And so, all right, go ahead. Oh, she's on the phone texting somebody.
No, I was getting ready for my
I'm
picture.
about to ask Magic a question. Yeah, I'm about to get a picture with Magic. Oh, got the phone ready too. Come on, come on. And got a beautiful smile too. All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
A lot of your business deals you've done because you intuitively knew what we needed in our communities.
Right.
I was wondering if you use data in your business, and if so, how?
Well, of course, you got to use data every time, because it's important that you know the spending power, the spending habits. You got to also know the trends, what's going on. And then for me, investing in those type of systems and the technology is important also to the success of my business as well. So yes, and even now, we're growing 7 times that of the general population. The things that I need to know come from data. Come on, Nathan, let's stand on up, my man. Get a picture. So yes, I use it all the time. Or are you gonna take a selfie? Which one is it? And I must keep up with what's going on, and so that's very important, and to my business, to this bottom line and the success of my business. So yes, wherever she went, yes. Okay, who got the next one? Go ahead, I'm ready. I'm gonna come in the back because I haven't been back there. Go ahead. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
I'm coming around to see you.
Hi, Magic. How are you? I'm
doing good. Go ahead. I'm listening to your question. I'm taking pictures at the same time.
Well, I have 2 sons. One had a real bad critically injured accident, and he wants to get into racing, but they told him that black boys don't race.
Oh,
and
that's what they told him.
And his name is Alex, so I would like you to say something encouraging to Alex. And being a mother, I have to have even time. The younger son name is Chris, and he plays football, so.
Okay, well, let me just tell you what they told me. 6'9" guys don't play point guard. Right? That's right. You saw what happened. I played point guard. They said that I couldn't be a CEO. You see what happened, right? My competitor said, no way Magic's gonna win Disneyland and Disney World. I won both of those contracts. Who would ever thought I'll be serving food at Toyota, John Deere, at Allstate Insurance, their headquarters. I can take you through 40 other clients that we have. Now I'm gonna really get you with this one. Why did they choose me, Howard Schultz, as the only person that he could build 125 Starbucks with? He could have chose anybody else. You see what I'm saying? So your son, if he wants to be a race car driver, it's not about what people say. Go after it. He can achieve it. He just got to be the best. See? You got to be the best. When Howard Schultz said, I'm going to trust you with not only my business, but my brand. See? He trusted me with his brand. That's big. So I had to over-deliver. I had to take care of his brand as well as the bottom line. And I was able to achieve both. Okay? So you tell him that. And what he doesn't know is 25% of NASCAR's audience is African American. Oh, I know my numbers now. I know my numbers. Come on. Hey, what's his name?
Alexander.
What's up, Alexander? If you want to be a race car driver, you can be one, brother. Keep working at it. All right. All right, here we go. I'm coming this way now. Go green, go white, yeah. All right, who got the next one? I'm just going to be taking pictures. Oh, what's up, big man? How you doing? Come on, Joseph, real quick.
I know whichever way you want me to go. Pleasure meeting you, man.
My pleasure. All right. Okay, sir.
Hi, Magic.
Hi, how are you?
Good. My name's Jason. I want to shake your hand quickly.
Jason, what's happening, man?
Oh, man, I'm shaking.
Turn around, turn around. I see that you are. All right, cool. What's your question?
All right, I got a good question for you
Okay.
today. Given that the theme of DMA this year is Don't Market Alone, it's a two-part question.
Okay.
I was wondering if you could speak to the importance of building a good marketing team, and also the second part of the question was, do you have any plans of teaming up with Larry Bird on future business endeavors in the future?
Nice. What's the theme again is what? Don't do it alone?
Don't market alone.
Don't market alone. Okay,
Team
cool.
building.
That's a great theme. That's an excellent theme. Now, what I would tell you is the first question was what? Give me that one more time.
What have you learned about building the right team? The importance
Okay.
of building
Marketing.
the right team. Yeah.
Okay. For me, I had to get somebody who was experienced at marketing. And so I went out, the young lady I just hired years ago, and she had worked on a couple campaigns with me. She started off with Disney. And I said, man, okay, if Disney hires you, you must be pretty good. Then she went to Nissan. Then she went Burger King, on and on and on. So she had a lot of great experience in corporate marketing and marketing to the general public, but also she had experience in urban marketing as well. And it was really important that she had a combination of both, because I have businesses based in urban America, but also you have businesses like the Dodgers, who giant brand, right? And she was just at the NFL, and so I stole her from the NFL. And so I said, come on, work for me. We have this incredible brand that's a worldwide brand, and I know you could take it to a whole nother level. And I really believe in the theme, what it says, don't market alone. I built my business on not doing it just by myself, partnerships. That's how I built my business. So it was really, for me, I believe in what the theme is here, because that's how I built my business. Marketing is so important. And I think that the message that goes out is important. And she crafts that message and makes sure that our brand is out in front of people all the time. And it's important that we send out the right message. And so she's done a wonderful job. Our brand has just taken off because of her leadership, and that CMO is doing a wonderful job, and I'm so happy and proud of her too at the same time. And did you have a second one? There's a part two to that?
Do you envision yourself teaming up
with
with Larry Bird
Bird
for a future business endeavor?
Yeah. Larry and I team up. It's funny because this is what we do. When a company calls us to do a commercial or do something, I say, Larry, you be the good guy. I'm sorry, I'll be the good guy, you be the bad guy. So you hold out, okay? So I say, okay, I'm gonna accept, like, I'm happy with the deal, but you keep holding out to drive the price up. Because that's his personality anyway, right? So we've done so many great things together. The HBO special, story about our lives and how basically, we are linked together. I love Larry. I hated him when he wore the green and white, but I like him today, and we have mutual respect. And I tell you what changed our life. We didn't speak for 8 years because you have to hate Larry to beat him, because Larry is that good. And also, too, I want you guys to remember this, too. Your competitor can make you better. Larry Bird made me a better basketball player. I knew he was shooting 1,000 shots a day. Guess what? I had to shoot 1,000 shots a day. I knew he was running every single day, probably 5-6 miles. He made me run 5-6 miles a day. And so I credit Larry making me a better man and a better basketball player, because I knew he was working hard to be better for the next season. And he made me do the same thing. So our lives changed. We shot a commercial, a Converse commercial at his house. So when I got there, we had never really had a conversation. So I stayed in the limo until it was time to shoot the commercial. So then the director told us the lines, we said the lines, and then a couple hours we shot. Now it's lunch break, got you. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to my trailer to eat. It was at his house, on his property. As I'm leaving to go to the trailer, he said, no, Magic, we're going up to my house. My mom has cooked lunch. Oh, man. Okay, what does that mean? So I didn't want to be rude, so I went on up to the house. We got inside, and his mother just came and gave me a big hug. And I was like, oh, man, so that kind of made me feel better. We sat down, and about 5 minutes into it, his mother said, shall you tell him or shall I tell him? And I was like, tell me what? You're my favorite player. I was like, oh, man. Okay, I'm good now. And then Larry turned red. I hate that when she says that. And so that broke the ice for us. And we had not only mutual respect, but then we became friends. And so I love Larry. So he's the best. He's a straight shooter, and he's a guy that him and Michael Jordan were the biggest two trash talkers that ever lived. But they could play basketball. I say Michael was the greatest that played in the air, and Larry was the greatest that played on the ground, because him and I couldn't jump but that high. So, all right, I got one more. They're telling me I got to wrap it up. Give me some. I gotta let him have it. Go ahead. Come on, let's get a picture though. Go ahead, sir.
All right. So I think the most amazing thing about the Starbucks story was that you got that exclusive and you didn't take no for an answer. Right? And a lot of the things that we do in business are confronted with the no, whether it's big data or new technologies or any of that. What tips would you give a marketer to negotiate that yes? Right?
Well, I think that knowing the core values of the company that you're going after is very important. What's important to that company, that CEO, that's really important. Understanding how they've been growing. Because what I do is when I go after RFP, I look at the company the past 5-6 years. What have they been doing? Okay? And then what is their mission statement? Where are they going in the next 5 to 10 years? Try to understand that. Then you can meet the RFP by having a clear understanding of the vision of that CEO, that CMO of that company, and now go after that RFP. When we started doing that, our success rate went up, winning the contracts. And I think that's so important. So when you come after that contract, you will know now what you have to put in there to put you in a winning position. And I think that's so important. A lot of times we just see the RFP, we go after, okay, I'm gonna do this for you, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't have a clear understanding of the vision of that company and what they've been doing and what they wanna do, then how can you really go after and meet it, the RFP? So, and it's a process. And then you got competition too. So for me, understanding, okay, man, for the last 5 years, they've changed a couple times. They may have changed CMOs 3 times too, or one, So you need to understand that so you can say, okay, I get it now. Now, also their mission statement is blah, blah, blah. You can put that in there as well, you see? And that, to me, I've been winning at a high rate now because we have an understanding of what Allstate wants to do. I just won Drexel University contract just about 3 weeks ago. But we had a clear understanding what they wanted, where they wanted to go. And we met the RFP based on that. Did we get our picture? Yeah. Yes, okay, cool. Now, yes, you got your hand up. What's up? You want a picture? All right, stand. Man, wait a minute, you shorter than him. All right, you got to stand on the chair. Come on, get up on the chair. There you go. Now that's a good selfie right there. All right. So, in closing, I want to wish all of you first good luck. But what I am proud of is that you own your own business, or you represent your company, and that you understand how to market, because I want to pat you on the back. To send out an incredible message or to make a great commercial or whatever it is, you guys are so intelligent. I mean, it's really great for me when I see a great tagline, or I see a great commercial, or I see great messaging, and it's coming from people like yourselves. You are so good at what you do. So congratulations. Keep on coming back to conferences like this that can give you, tips and also give you great advice, and you listen to speakers who have been doing this for a long time. I do the same thing. I'm a sponge. I love to learn and to grow. I reinvented myself 3 times. And I keep reinventing myself. Come on out, you can get one. I keep reinventing myself, and that's very important. Don't never stop improving and getting better. Never be satisfied. Always take your game to the next level, and you will be successful.